Hello and welcome back to the $10 solo ad case study, where for the next 4 weeks I'm going to be reviewing my progress with $10 solo ads, so you can make the decision on whether or not it's worth buying or not worth buying. All links to everything that I use, as well as discount links, can be found in the description below. If this is the first time you've actually visited this video and you don't know what I'm talking about, well, my name is Marty Englander and I review softwares, I create mindset sort of videos and how to do things with softwares to save you money. So if you're into that sort of thing, go ahead and subscribe by clicking the subscribe button and click the little bell notification icon, which will alert you every time I release a new video. Just a quick recap of what I'm actually doing. I'm going to be going with the deluxe ad. I'm going to be using ClickMagick. The reason I'm using ClickMagick is because it's a super simple tracking software. You don't need to be techie or anything like that. They've got really good training, and actually it's like copy some code into the header, like one strip, and you're done. You're actually tracking live, and it's really good. Using a funnel builder called Symvoly, or Symvoly, something on those lines. So the reason I'm using this, it's basically a if you've ever heard of ClickFunnels is like the #1 funnel builder, but they're very expensive, and personally I find them very clunky and a little bit glitchy and really slow. This Symvoly is actually really well built. It's really smooth when it comes to editing, and you can split test and do everything you want, you know, for considerably cheaper. So are you ready to see how my first week went with $10 solo ads? Well, if you are, stay tuned. So let's go ahead and jump in to the analytics of everything and see what's going on. Okay, so I'm gonna start off with Symvoly. You can find all the information you need about it in my previous video, but I'm gonna go ahead and click on the funnel side and have a look. I did create a split test because I wasn't overly happy with the way the campaign was going, and I wanted just to test messages. And what you can see is version A of the page, I had a 13.8% click-through rate to go to the next page, so that's about 18 clicks. And on version B I had 61 people with a 1.6% go through, so clearly version A was definitely the winner in this. However, what you can see is that not a single person actually went to the confirmation page, which means I didn't generate any leads. So spoiler alert, I didn't get any conversions and I didn't make any money, and I'm £20 out of pocket. But that does not mean anything, because I'm going to show you something really interesting shortly. So right now I didn't generate any leads, and clearly the thing that's getting in my way is this opt-in thing. So what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to replace that link with a direct link. I'm not going to collect leads on this, and see if that has any impact for next week. Okay, so all I do is just click on this and change the link here to external, and boom, we're done. Okay, now having a look at the tracking link that $10 solo ads actually give you, you can see that every single day I'm getting anywhere from a I'll say 10 to just under 20% click-through rate. And you can see, you know, day 1 25 clicks, day 2 31, 3 30, 4 27, you know, 5 23, 6 17, and today is the 7th day. Usually you'll give it around about 24 hours so all the information can properly propagate and people can actually open emails and what's not. But you can see I've actually had a fair amount of people clicking through, which actually tells me that the email that's going out to people is in fact triggering interest. Okay, but they come to my landing page and, well, that's not really doing a great job of pushing them through the next step, because after all, you can have all the traffic in the world, all the best traffic or the best quality traffic in the world, but if you're sending them to a lander that's not high converting or hasn't been tested, you're always going to get the same result, which is 0. Okay, so let's go ahead and go over to ClickMagick, and I want to see the real reason behind ClickMagick is because they show they qualify the traffic for you. So let's jump over here. So what you can see is we've got repeat clicks here, we've got unique clicks, so it's the difference between these two to determine how many times an individual has clicked more than once. And then you've got flagged clicked here, which is more like server sort of robot sort of style clicks. Okay, now what ClickMagick do, as long as I'm not mistaken and remember reading it correctly through their guides, is they actually cross-reference all the data amongst all their tens of thousands of other users of the software and their own software to qualify traffic and determine, you know, the quality of it. So they actually use some hardcore stuff, and the software is really, really good. So I'm going to quickly click on the number you see, which is all the unique clicks, and you can see the tracking's working absolutely fine. Everything's going well, and you can actually see it tracks the location. So you've got the US, the browser that they use, which is Chrome, and the computer, which is Windows, and Firefox and Safari. You can see on Opera. You can see it's clicking, it's tracking absolutely everything. But that's only half the battle with this, because of what I want to know is the traffic quality. Okay, because let's face it, if it's not quality traffic, it's not going to get us anything. Okay, so I can check this by clicking this, heading over to traffic quality, and they've got 3 rankings here. You've got tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3. Tier 1 is like US based, UK based, stuff like that, so high quality traffic. Tier 2 is, you know, less English speaking countries, and then tier 3 is like Nigeria and India and stuff like that. Okay, so what you can see is we've got a little monitor, or whatever the graph's called, and it's just under 80, which is still really high quality. Anything which is in past 60 is good quality traffic. So you know, again, I'm just using the data to make accurate decisions about, or smart decisions about, you know, what's really going on. And again, this is another indicator to tell me, well, you know what, you know, $10 solo ads is, you know, according to my traffic, and not just through their tracking links, but through my funnel builder, you know, and ClickMagick, I'm actually being told, I mean, the data to me is screaming that, you know what, I'm the reason why this traffic's not converting into leads or into sales, and it's because my lander is clearly not engaging enough. So I've got a decision: I can change it, or I can change the offer, or I can blame $10 sellers and say, well, you know what, you're sending me poor quality traffic. But they're not, because here's the information, it's valid information, and 2 other softwares are telling me that it's not the traffic, it's in fact the lander, and more specific, it's the opt-in. So all I'm going to do, like I've already said, is change the link to direct, and I'm not going to collect those emails. And I'm being a bit lazy here because I really can't be bothered redoing the lander, but you know, maybe week 2 I'll feel a bit different. However, that is it. You know, so far, am I happy with the results? No. Am I happy with the quality of traffic being sent? Yes. Now that I have a week's full of data letting me know what's going on, I now know it's not the traffic. I know there's nothing sinister going on as of yet, and the only thing stopping me from generating those leads and sales is in fact my opt-in. Let's see how week 2 goes next week. So if you've enjoyed this video, go ahead, leave a like and a comment. Let me know if you've got any improvement that you can make to my lander. That will be amazing. But thank you for watching, and see you next week.